Now, I promise you guys a vlog for the Wimbledon-Northampton game. I don't think Wimbledon had any shots on target. We lost 1-0 and my seats were a bit poor, so I didn't get a great view. However, just so I can give you something from that trip, here's a little lesson in vlogging. Always stay aware of your surroundings. Hopefully you enjoy this vlog. Something I'll try and do whenever I do go to a game, but unfortunately work does stop me from doing vlogs or going every week. So anyway, enjoy. Sorry. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory. We are getting deep into the end of our third season. We are currently in League One after getting relegated from the Championship, but we are currently sitting 9 points clear of Millwall in second place, looking likely to go back up to the Championship. Today we have big games against Bolton, who are sitting in 9th position, at home at Plough Lane, and then we are playing Millwall at the Den away, the team that are in second place and trying to catch up with us. So two really big fixtures. We could be further ahead though, because to be honest, Preston at one point were the team in second. Millwall have been dropping points, but so have we. If we look at the schedule since you were last with us, you can see these two defeats here, one against Rochdale, who I'm pretty sure are low down the table, and then also this defeat to Bury, who we were beating 2-1 at one point, and then they somehow got back in it with a goal in the 78th minute and then a goal in the 92nd, which was absolutely gut-wrenching. However, we have just come off a win over Wigan. Noor Hassan with a great goal, if we can quickly show you guys that, who is coming in because we are without Dean Parrott, who has been injured for 9 to 11 months. So we've called Noor Hassan up from the youth team, and he got a game off of the bench in this one, and check this finish out. That, for a youngster, is a pretty impressive debut goal. Sandwiched between those defeats is a 1-0 victory over Rochdale and then a 0-0 draw against Bradford City away. So ideally we need to be picking points up in these ones, as we don't want the other teams to get within touching distance of us. Now the lineup hasn't changed that much, as you can see. We still have the likes of McDermott, Spence, Sweeney, Beadling, Meades, Grimshaw, Whittingham, Coots, Kennedy, Moncur, and Fuster is at the moment in place of Tyler Walker because he had a few bad games, to be honest. Laura Della Valle is still in contention as well for that striker role, but we do potentially have a striker coming in who could just replace all of them completely. However, with Dean Parrott now injured for so long, and we have recently got rid of Tom Rosenthal, selling him for 100k, we are a bit short on this position just here, which is another reason why Noor Hassan has been brought in. Okay, so we are going into the game, and Bolton are playing a 4-4-1-1 formation. Not Jake Hesketh is there. Hello, Jake. Okay, you look like you're doing alright for yourself. I'd have expected him to look a bit better than that though, stats-wise. I'm surprised his stats haven't improved more. But as you remember, in the first season of AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory, he was one of our star players. Interesting to come up against him in this match. Other than that, I don't know that many League One players. I watch the Premiership. Talk to me about Premiership, I know loads. Anything outside of it, unfortunately I know maybe AFC Wimbledon, maybe a few of the bigger clubs, but that is about it. Okay, so in the team talk, we are at home. This is a big game. I want them to pick off from where they left off in the last match. Forwards are fine, so we're going to passionately tell the rest of the team and the rest of the players that haven't responded well that we have some faith in them. And we're going to kick off, and as you will notice, we are on 3D. Just giving this a go. You guys in the comments down below, tell me what you think of me now playing the game in 3D. I don't mind this view too much. I can still kind of see what's going on. So I'm thinking for viewership, for you guys who are watching me go through these seasons, it might be a little bit better, more entertaining for you guys to see it in 3D. Now, it could be that OBS struggles with this in 3D, so we may have to drop it very quickly. But I did a test run and it seemed to record it okay when I was playing offline. Whittingham has now played the ball back to Grimshaw. As we play the ball forward, Coots has it. Some nice passing, but Coots has hit it against the defender, and now they can counter. Henning is coming forward. Don't let Hesketh do anything, please. Okay, it's disappointing that we lost the ball so far up the field while we were building an attack. It looked like we were playing some nice football, and then we just let the ball go. Now it is Bolton's turn to keep possession, ping it around the box. They're getting across. Where was the foul there? Where on earth? I did not see a foul. I saw a headed clearance. Unless he elbowed him before he headed it or something. I did not see a foul there. We've conceded a penalty. Great start to the game. 5 minutes in and we've conceded. Damn it. Are you kidding me? I did not see a foul there. If it was 2D, maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, foul. Now it's 3D. There didn't look like there was a foul. Good penalty though, and at least my goalkeeper put his arms out, so at least the penalty graphics were pretty decent, FM. I'll give you that. Okay, it's not looking good as Bolton are now whipping another ball into the box. Let's not give away another penalty. Let's not give away another goal. Really bad start in this one. Alright, don't panic. Maybe we've just been really unlucky. Although that seems to go right through a bunch of players and the goalkeeper. We are now chasing the game. We are taking a goal kick, as I'm going to tell the guys to... No, we're going to tell them get creative. No, that's what I just clicked. I'm going to tell them to show some passion. Because at the moment we're being walked all over. Our 2 shots have both been long shots, which is disappointing. Whittingham now can come forward with the ball. Finds the ball into the middle to Coots. Coots plays it to Fuster. Fuster back out wide to Whittingham. He plays it out wide to Spence. Spence puts the ball in. Kennedy, 2-1. Potentially back in the game. We needed that. Kennedy has been on fire for us recently. Probably one of the best signings we've had as AFC Wimbledon manager, with the likes of Moncur and Coots. He likes to cut in a lot, and he likes to take a shot at goal, and every now and again they go in. Quite often they go in. I don't want to say most of the time they go in, because that would be a lie. I've seen quite a few misses by him, but he does get in with a few goals, which of course is important in football, especially when your team keep conceding. Okay, Bolton are actually getting way too many chances for my liking. Okay, we're going to take off Be More Expressive. And we're going to put retain possession on. We'll see how that affects the game. I'm hoping to cut out the Bolton chances, keep more of the ball, but I still need our chances to rise a little bit. Okay, we're going in at half time, and we're going to tell the boys to show us something else in the second half, which has worked on nearly everyone. And then we'll tell the defence that we still have faith in them, and we'll send the boys out. Let's go and pick up a second goal. Let's at least get a draw out of this game. Alright, I may have to put the mentality up a bit, because we need the goal now. I mean, by the looks of it, Millwall aren't playing, that's why their points haven't moved. I mean, Millwall may do us a favour and not actually score or win in their game. As Peter Whittingham, you're going to come off Ian Wood, who has had a lot of interest in him recently, which is why I brought him up to the first team. Tyler Walker, you can come on as well. You can now prove to me that I was wrong to take you off. Wow, Tom Beadling. We're actually making a triple substitution, which is very unlike me, but we'll see if it can have a positive effect. But yeah, this guy here, Ian Wood, has had a lot of interest from a lot of clubs higher up than us. So I figured, look, we need to start giving him first team football. Maybe we can get more money for him when we do sell him, if that has to be done. Or he can start to develop at the club, as we still have not had any highlights since we have changed. But yeah, we need to get him some game time, see what he could possibly become. Okay, we have 8 minutes to grab just one goal. One goal is all we need. We are throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him, and we're getting nothing. The game is giving us absolutely nothing. It looks like it's going to go all the way to full time. A last gasp equaliser would be nice, but with 4 seconds left, I very much doubt it. We have lost 2-1 to Bolton at home. Fortunately, we have that quite substantial cushion between us and Millwall. So even if they win, they'll be 6 points behind us instead of 9. But we will tell the boys that was very disappointing. Far from pleased. You guys are better than that. We got overrun by Bolton side at our home stadium. Not good enough. Okay, so it is time to play our second game of the episode against Millwall at the Den. Big London derby in League One for the second time this season. We need to put some distance between us. Did we actually drop points to them? Yeah, they're now 6 points behind us. So ideally we need to be picking up the victory here today to extend that lead back up to 9. Now, as you can see, the team isn't going to change too much. Apart from the man leading the line, we have brought in Jerome Sinclair on loan from Watford. He's a Watford player, so he's going to do well. You know it's true. 15 finishing is what really takes the cake. Hopefully he can score a lot of goals and see us all the way to that League One title for the second time in 3 seasons. We do have to deal with the situation of Thomas McDermott being injured. However, he is injured for 3 weeks, which isn't ideal. We don't really have that many strong goalkeepers. McDermott's been doing the job, but as you know, he wasn't my first choice. I was looking to buy a goalkeeper before this season even started, and again I couldn't find one during the January transfer window either. So Gogic is returning between the sticks and Sinclair is starting up front, but those are the only 2 changes. Okay, so we're playing a 4-2-3-1 and they have Sancho, who I know is a player on loan from Man City because I've been tracking him. I think Dienma is also on loan. He might not be. No, he's contracted to Millwall, so I'm wrong there. But he's a player I've looked at getting if we get promoted. But I suppose if Millwall get promoted as well, he's unlikely to want to change clubs. Those are the 2 players that I'm aware of and have been looking at myself. Hopefully they don't do too much against us here today. We're away, but it's a big fixture, so we're going to say go give the fans their money worth. We have some faith. And we are getting, there we go, we finally got some reactions from the players. And we're going to start the match, second 3D match on the channel or on this series. I'm pretty sure I've never done 3D on the AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory apart from highlights. I have dabbled with it every now and again, but I've kind of decided I feel like this may be more entertaining to watch than the circles. I personally prefer the circles myself as far as actually managing. But I feel like I can still see quite a bit, but I just feel like you can see more when you've got the whole pitch on the screen. Right now I don't have the whole pitch. But it should make the AFC Wimbledon goals look even more glorious, although it looks like there's going to be a counter here if their player's fast enough. That back pass was shocking. Fortunately, the Millwall player's attempt at goal was just as shocking, but wow. Put something on it if you're going to play it back to the keeper. Okay, not liking the fact that we've not really had any good chances, and the highlight is Millwall's again. Gogic does, however, make the save. Are we going to build something from this, or is this just drop the ball on the floor? Okay, you see a lot more of the mistakes in the engine when you've got it on 3D, clearly. As Kennedy's played it to Moncur. Moncur forward to the new boy, Sinclair. Sinclair can run at him. Keep running. Don't shoot from so far out, although it was a pretty decent effort, to be fair to him. 13 long shots, I believe Sinclair has, which is probably an improvement on my other strikers. Alright, we need to be winning that ball and getting it under control. Instead, Dienma has just run past our players and he's taking a shot from distance. Looks like a majority of the shots are coming from outside the box of both sides at the moment. Okay, we're going in half-time at 0-0. No one, apart from when we did that horrible pass back, has had a proper good chance on goal. So we're going to tell the boys in a calm tone that you weren't that bad. We believe you can improve and we have faith that you will do so. And then we are going to try and get them to make something happen. And at least get a chance in the box. That would be nice. The way this is going, it looks like one goal could decide the entire fixture. As we're going to take Sinclair off. Not the best debut for the boy, but we're going to take him off anyway. And we've got both Whittingham and Moncur on 6.6s. We're going to give Noor Hassin his second chance to impress. We're not going to put any... Wow. Okay, that's not ideal. It seemed unprofessional. I'm trying not to put too much pressure on him because he is a youngster. He's not a first team player. And he didn't have a very good reaction to the little chat we had with him before he went on. Seemed unprofessional. That's not like my squads. As you guys are probably aware, I always look to sign professional-minded players as the free kick goes in. As soon as I saw it's a free kick, I was worried. Okay, we're going to change it to more attacking. And we're going to have a team talk and say push forward. This is not ideal at all. This closes the gap down to like 3 points. Which is not a good look, seeing as we spent a lot of the season quite far ahead of the chasing pack. So we're going to tell them passionately to push forward. We need a goal, boys. You watch us concede again now as we fray too much forward. Whoever that is has just run the length of the field. Gregory with an awful miss. Gregory really should have done something more with that. Their left winger or left back literally just run the pitch. No one stopped him. Okay, we're not getting the highlights. We're not getting the chances. 2 half chances. I've not seen any half chances. It's going to end 1-0. Disappointing performance. Disappointing game, especially to be putting up on the channel. So apologies for that, because very little has happened. I thought Jerome Sinclair could make something happen with his superior finishing. But unfortunately, we have lost that tie 1-0. They're really not good. Those 2 defeats have meant that Millwall have really stepped up their chase for that League One title. So now we're in a situation where we're only 3 points ahead of Millwall as we approach the later months of the season. Fortunately for us, we're still quite a bit ahead of the likes of Birmingham and Bury. But if we keep on this current run of form, we could be looking at ourselves being in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so if we have a look at the schedule, I'm expecting for us to come back in the Fleetwood and Southend game. Then again, probably around the Birmingham and Oxford game. And then we'll see the end of the season with Gillingham and Coventry again. I believe that's already been an episode. That is most likely what's going to happen. Although, of course, if we can wrap up the title slightly earlier, I will probably bring you it slightly earlier than that. Hopefully, it will still be a race for the title and not looking at a playoff promotion battle, because playoffs are nerve-wracking. I've been to 2 before with AFC Wimbledon, conference playoffs and League 2 playoffs, and they're epic when you win, which unfortunately we won both, but they're still very nerve-wracking. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the series as always. If you've enjoyed and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you aren't new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button is clicked, because I've had a few people tell me that I'm no longer appearing in their sub box. So make sure to check that I'm still around in your sub box if you are enjoying the series. Also hit that like button, it helps me out massively. And we'll finish off with, I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, we need to win games to win titles.